So I've moved my base of operations back out to the garage. I reconfigured how everything is arranged. I still have to clean off the work table there. There's some of my projects I have yet to complete. And there's the main workbench, but at least now I've got all my tools and paint and everything all in one spot. So where did we leave off? Well, we left off right here. So what we're going to do now, you can kind of see how it looks there and just making sure the fit's good and everything. What I'm going to do now is glue in some blocks behind so that we can have something to screw to. So I might as well just get going here and show you how we're doing it. Okay, so I've already cut some little blocks here from basswood, basswood, whatever the hell it's called. But let's go ahead and we're just going to CA them in place right now to make sure that this whole assembly fits afterwards. So go ahead and take this off. And I've decided I'm going to do a 3-point just right above the carbon fiber strips there, right there, and then we're going to do one on the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just positioning it just barely behind the leading edge of the fiberglass. Okay, so that just gives us our temporary placement. Now we're gonna let the CA set up a little bit, but we'll put our main assembly back in there here in just a second. Which we've got a little bit more to do on here, which I'll show you in just a second. I think I've got a way figured out how I can just remove the air sequencer pretty easy from the rest of the assembly without having to take this bulkhead out. So, all right, that'll go. Alright, I think that's going to work out pretty good. So, real quick, let's pop the nose on here, see how that fits. Okay, so I'm just holding it on there right now, but let me get a close up here for you so you can see how the seam looks. It's real. Looks like it was just molded in there, which is exactly what we want. So let me grab the camera here. Okay, so here we go, and we'll go ahead and kind of test fit this here. Alright, so okay, you can see on the left hand side there I haven't reprimed that edge, but if you look, it's a real nice tight panel line there, and that's exactly what we want. So so the fit looks pretty good so far. So now we need to drill into where our blocks are. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some drill bits and we'll get going on that. Okay, we're going to give this a go. Battery's just about dead on the drill, so probably won't be able to get very far, but I just chose a drill bit that was just a little bit smaller than some of the screws I had. I don't even know what size screws they are, but it's what I had, so it's what I'm going to use. So I marked where our bulkheads are, and let's go ahead. Alright, let's get going on the other side here. Alright, I just got one more right there. Alright. Okay, and that is pretty much all we need. We just need it to hold on enough to support the weight of everything so we can switch our switches without any hassle, plug in everything, and take a peek, see how this fits still. Okay, and one last time, let's try out that nose cone. We still need to drill a hole down here for these wires to go through, and then also our air input lines. These will go back to the air tanks. Okay, everything still looks good. Okay, we might need to, when I was testing, and I was going to make a tray that would go, you know, the shape of the nose cone there. I accidentally sanded a little bit too much on this corner. That's why that gap is there. So I just wanted to show you how I was doing this. I'll probably end up making a whole new unit that's nice and neat and everything. I just need to see how this is working. So if you're wondering how this is staying on, what I did is I took some aluminum tube. Whoops, you can see right there. I've cut 3 pieces. I got some tubing that was just bigger than our little air supply nipples there. And what I'm going to do is rough these up. I'm going to put high salt or epoxy, and then we'll run everything through when we're ready. That will glue those 3 units in place there. Alright, so there'll be friction enough to hold this on, but that won't be our final result there. There'll still be a small tray that I'm going to put here, and I'm trying to figure out a quick way to latch it in place to where all I'd have to do. See, I was kind of toying with something like that. That'll have a big enough lip that it will catch right there, and so that way I'd be able to just press a button and then pull this whole unit out, and I'd be able to test the connections for the air lines and everything. So that's my plan for that. We're not quite there yet. The next thing that I'd like to do is I think we go ahead and put the magnets on this wooden plate just behind these 3 points here. Again, it'll be a 3-point system holding it on, and we'll put the other magnets inside here. And I think we're also going to need possibly just a few blocks in order to support the nose cone a little bit. So still toying with that, but we've got the toughest part done, so I think that's it for right now. The weather's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get 1, maybe 2 of my airplanes ready to go out flying. So got to fly last week. It was pretty fun, so I think I'd like to do it again. So that's it for now. We'll see you next time.